Hi there. I'm going to apologize for any wiggling tables. The dog that I'm babysitting is incredibly needy today and keeps bumping up against the table. So my apologies for any shaky video. Not me this time, although I'm normally the culprit, but today the dog. Anyhow, today I wanted to talk a little bit about the power of building relationships. And I think most of us obviously know this, and maybe we don't nurture them to the point that we should. And I am certainly guilty of that myself, especially over the past 4 to 5 years. I've certainly fallen down on something that at one point I felt as though I did really well at it. I don't think I'd ever consider myself an expert by any means or stellar at it, but certainly I would like to think that I was above average. And I really have this innate desire to help connect people. So if you need if you need someone who does something that I know about, I love to put people in contact with someone else. I also like to give and suggest things that I know someone else might appreciate because maybe they've mentioned it in the past or something like that. And I have one friend in particular, she is so fantastic about this. It's amazing, honestly, how fantastic she is. I have a sister who is phenomenal with sending out birthday cards, seasonal cards, Halloween, Valentine's, Christmas, etc., and just random cards. And I've always joked around with my sister that I want to be just like her when I grow up, even though she's younger than I am. And what I ended up finding with regards to the cards, that's been really hard for me. I've been much better at the connecting people. Hey, you need someone who does AWeber? Here's a person who does AWeber that I'd recommend. That type of stuff I've been really good at. But the cards, not so much. So what I ended up doing about 2 years ago, I want to say, is I created a Google form. And I will put the link actually to the blog post that I wrote with regards to this into the body of this video. But what I ended up doing is I created a Google form, and then I sent it to the people that I most wanted to keep in touch with, and I asked them to fill out their information. So in addition to asking for their name and email, I also asked for their phone number, their mailing address, their birth month, and their birthday. I don't need the actual year. I don't necessarily care how old you are, but I do care that your birthday is in X month on X day. And so all those submissions from all these people that filled it out go onto a Google spreadsheet, and then I filter the results by the month. I sort the filtered results by the day, and then I go through and I write out the birthday cards. If I do it far enough in advance, which sometimes I'm right on time, other times I'm a smidgen late, especially if I'm traveling, I will write their birthday in the upper right-hand corner where the stamp goes. And so if I do happen to write out the entire month's worth of cards, it's very easy for me to see, oh, I need to mail this by XYZ day. Then if they're a client, because I used to do Christmas gift cards to all of my clients, but that was an incredible outlay of cash, all in a very short period of time. And so now what I do instead of doing Christmas gifts is I actually send my clients a gift card on their birthday. And that way it's the exact same expense. I'm just spreading it out over 12 months instead of doing it all in 12 hours or whatever the case may be. So I encourage you, if you're looking for, a way to up your game with keeping relationships going, maybe consider some type of form that works for you. And this is not intended to encourage you to send out greeting cards to anyone, not at all. It's rather just to figure out what do you need to put in place that reduces the friction it takes to achieve the desired outcome. For me, that was creating a form. And I will just say, kind of as an aside, because I've been doing this now for almost 2 years, and I'm super impressed with myself that I've been doing this now for almost 2 years. But what I have often thought is it worth the time and effort? Because stamps are, 55 cents now, 56, I can't remember the exact price. So it's the cost of the stamp, the cost of the card in the envelope, the time to do all of this, which time is money. And so a number of times I have thought, is it really worth it doing it? Now, clients, And family, absolutely. But these random people that I consider myself to be pretty good friends with, that I've met over the years through various, social media relationships or whatever. And it almost seems that every time that I decide, I don't know if it's worth the investment, that someone will say to me, it was so great to get a card from you. You were the only birthday card I got this year. And so that, maybe 1 in 4 people will say something, probably 1 in 4, maybe 1 in 3. And those people really keep me going. And even today, I was having a chat with a friend, and he said, you know what? It was so great to open up my mail and to see that I had a birthday card from you last week. Thank you so much. So it is like people appreciate it. And I think really for me, it all started because I wanted to bring back a little bit more analog in a digital world. It is so easy to go out on someone's Facebook page when Facebook tells us it's their birthday and be like, happy birthday, Jody. And it takes a lot more time and effort to hand address, write out, and snail mail a birthday card that says, happy birthday, Jody. So just want to encourage you, again, if there's some habit that you would like to get in place, figure out what can you implement that will help reduce the friction and increase the likelihood that you will actually get it done when you want to get it done. All right, have a fantastic day.